used to be Coffee Cake. I just go by DJ now.
All right, let me do this all over again because I didn't have the audio on. So, Lawnarchy, it's your man PL. You just heard the sounds of DJ Jamel Rockwell on the ones and twos from the Prelude from, I believe, June 18th, 2021. Tonight we have a special guest DJ. Some of you may see him and be like, he looks familiar. Some of you may be like, I know him from somewhere. We'll probably get into a little bit of that. But before we get too far into anything, let's go ahead and check in. This is something we do. I'm a big mental health advocate, and this is something we do every week. Just let you know that somebody cares, that we all need to check in with one another, seeing how you're doing mentally, physically, emotionally, financially, however. So, like, Jason, how's your week, man?
I'll say it's been a pretty good week. I'll say the boy got invited to a regional all-star football camp. So I'll say proud of the kid. Works cool. No issues with the law or none of that. So yeah, no run-ins with no crazies this week. It was a good week.
All right. DJ, how was your week?
My week was pretty decent. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. So I'm going to take all the good pieces and I'm going to use those, and the rest of it I'm going to leave it in this week and move forward to the next one.
I hear that. I don't know. It was ups and downs this week. Made it through. That's all that matters. But yeah, stuff I could complain about, but I'm not going to, because it would make no difference, because it's in the past now. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it. And on that note, I just happened to run into DJ, or we ran into each other, me and DJ. We go back pretty far, to 2001ish, 2002.
Around 2002.
2002.
2001,
yeah.
2002.
Yeah, that's
Yep. It's been that long.
Yeah, so it's that's a good chunk of time, man. We met each other because I was part of Soul Servers, and
right.
DJ was like filming shows and doing like flyers and helping with promotion for events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then we also wound up doing security for Strange events at the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh damn, you do this shit too?
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I do this shit too, yeah. And then we wound up actually, like bouncing in clubs a few times together. Yeah. And then when I was bartending, he was one of the head bouncers at the spot that I was bartending at, so that was cool.
Yeah.
So we've known each other for a long time. You know what I'm saying? As bouncers and bartender and bar staff, you know what I'm saying? We
had to watch each other's back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I trust this man with my life because that was, you know what I'm saying? We all wanted to just simply get home. If you know what I'm saying? I just want to get home. So he also kept doing security for Strange, if I can. Okay. So he's also done some touring, done a lot of tour security for like Strange, for Tech, and some of the art from Chris Calico and Ritz and Seth's Crew and Dizzy Wright. Right. Yeah. So a lot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of the Strange roster. And we all were doing that, I believe, probably because of Big Nick.
Big Nick?
Yep. That's how, because he told me one day, he's like, hey, man, show up out here at Sound Warehouse.
Yeah.
And we're all black.
Right.
For those that didn't know Big Nick was 6'6",
Six
6'6",
plus, yeah.
something like that. About 450 pounds at the time.
Yeah.
And as big as he was quick. He could
Fast.
move. He had good feet. You know what I'm saying? He could have been a tackle in the NFL
Yeah.
and
Real nimble like
yeah,
He was like a
he was-
ninja. You turn around and he'd be standing behind you.
Yeah,
like,
you'd be
where
like,
you
damn,
come
I ain't
from?
even hear this big
Yeah,
motherfucker
he
come
didn't
up on
move,
me.
nothing.
He didn't breathe heavy like big
Nothing.
dudes usually. Yeah, he was. Yeah, Big Nick was rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? That dude
Yeah.
was awesome. I'm thinking we finna rob the motherfuckers or something. I wasn't hip. Shit, nigga, we doing security for the fucking late night tech release. I'm like, oh man, shit. I'm out here with my strap. I don't know what's going on. Shit, you know, Big Nick tell you to show up someplace
Show
10
up,
o'clock and all black.
Show up
nigga.
ready.
Yeah.
So you thought it was gonna be some ops out.
I ain't know what was happening. I just wanted to be prepared for any team, every team. Let them know I was prepared for, just in case.
Man.
So, how long did you do security with Strange?
I don't even remember what year that I started. I kind of got pulled in with Nick. I was doing work for some clubs in Kansas, and he had come out there to do something, and then we all ended up working together. You know, stuff happens in the club, and you got to take people out. You can see who you can trust and who you can't trust. And for some reason, he was like, "Hey, man, I'm gonna go do such and such. You know what I'm saying? You wanna come help us out? I get you paid." So, at the time, that was my extra money. I had to work during the daytime, and that was the extra money that I needed to cover whatever I needed to cover for the family at the time. So, it was easy work. And then I couldn't even tell you what year he brought me in, because it had to be around 2010, I believe. I don't remember, but he was the whole reason I got in there. Like I said, he was a solid dude.
You got any favorite chokeout stories?
Mine or somebody else's? Because
Just ones you saw, personals.
Ones that stuck with you.
Yeah.
man, it's too many of them. Like, my mind is like filtering through different scenarios. Or this person hit a wall, that person got ran into a door, this person passed out. It's way too many. I guess. Well, it was one. Okay, so you remember Crusher, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we was working at a spot with Crusher, and I'm still fairly new to the place. Something happens. I'm not seeing what's going on at the time, so by the time I turn around and run up there and help with the situation, get it taken outside, they're talking about this guy. He was passed out on the ground. They're dragging him out. I'm like, what happened to the guy? What's going on? I guess Crusher had the dude in the chokehold, and he was sitting there and he was looking, trying to run the guy out. But instead of running the guy out the door, you can see him look at the counter, look down at the guy, look at the counter, and it just, bam, and the guy just goes out and he's down. And then they end up dragging him out and everything else. And I'm looking at Crusher, and he was like, it was right there. And I was like, bro, what was you thinking, man? But
Let his momentum.
He-
I mean-
on it too.
The job was bouncer.
yeah.
He
And that
bounced
meant
him.
that you're supposed to bounce people off stuff on the way out the door. Sometimes, I ain't mad at him, but I understand that does possibly create issues for after the club
Right.
that don't nobody want to deal with. Fortunately, I didn't have to deal with too many of those issues.
I think they was bounceable.
Mm-hmm.
We and don't get me wrong, I was part of some times where we fucked some dudes up,
Yeah.
and I'm not saying that proudly. I'm just saying,
No, it was like,
yeah.
Back then, it was like you got to set an example, and
yeah,
sometimes it was excessive, and other times it just depends, man. Because to me, it's different kinds of bouncers.
right.
There's like the big brother types, and then there's the bully types. The big brother types is they just trying to like, hey, y'all chill out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Whatever. The bully types is taking advantage and they thumping people in the head just for no reason, just because they can.
Just because they can.
It depends on who you work. But our crew was all
Our
like,
crew was all good.
yeah, it was all good guys at our crew. Like if somebody jumped on you from our crew, that means whatever you was doing was completely out of line. Completely out of line.
Nobody in the club would ever question why, oh man, damn, why they doing him like that?
I've had people I run into later on the street, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking it's about to be a problem. I'm like, oh, that's the guy I just put out. And I got to go pump my gas and we out in the open. So then I come back and then I'm watching Buddy and he's like, hey man, so I'm ready thinking like, oh, it's about to be a problem. He mad about what happened at the club last week. Hey man, I was a little drunk. Man, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to do all that. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, he about to come try to get me because of what happened at the club. Most of the time, it didn't happen like that. It was just, the environment that they in. These cats act a little bit crazy. They get the liquid courage in them and get the wilding out. But the only time we touch people is when you actually did something wrong. Like you doing something wrong to the wait staff. You know what I'm saying? You harassing too many of the ladies and doing too much. Especially the ones that, you doing way too much. Or you just in there acting tough. Sometimes it just, you creating a bad energy and you making it bad. So it's better for you to be gone.
Or a few times when niggas would be smoking weed.
Trying to hide and smoking.
Yeah, like, bro, all you got to do is just stop smoking weed, bro.
Yo, I got one guy's face in my mind right now. He got caught every week. I don't know this dude's name, but I know his face. And every time I see him, I know he's got to be high. Because he's like, why did you pay this? You paid 10, 20 to get in the club, whatever, to skip the line, to get in there and do like this a couple of times for us to know it's you.
We know it's you.
We know it's you.
And you just be in a different spot every time we catch you.
Yeah. The club owner, the one tripping, I don't care what you do, but the club owner's like, hey, buddy, got to go.
And I was amazed how we would get the weed in because I'm like,
every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Damn.
I'm like, is he rolling up in here? Did he just come with it already? Was it tucked in his sock? Did he, you know what I'm saying? Was it in his underwear?
Are you keistering this?
And he passing it around, so wherever it was at, you know what I'm saying? I hope it was sanitary where he was hiding it.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, this blunt tastes like nut sacks.
Like, where'd you pull that from, bro?
My
got patted down
ass.
before you came in here.
That ain't skunk, nigga.
Man.
Damn, boy, this blunt tastes shitty in a motherfucker.
That brown's not residue.
Right. I ain't supposed to have brown residue on my lips.
That
This
brown
fast.
ain't wax. Disgusting.
I remember that dude's face, man. I can't forget it because every week.
Oh, man. What was some of your favorite cities to hit up when y'all would be out?
New Orleans, definitely. New Orleans is fun. Seattle, I like Seattle. I don't know why, but I like Seattle. Atlanta's cool. Some of these places that like you go there, you know what I'm saying, after hearing about them and you get there and it's a different kind of vibe than what you think it is. Like the people and the atmosphere. Some of it is like a pleasant surprise. Like I got certain places I didn't think I was gonna like and I got there and I was like, oh, it's not too bad here. You know what I'm saying? It's just you gotta, I don't know, it's different than the Midwest, man. Everywhere I've been, the different coasts and different, it's just a different feeling. I don't know. Some of it you can get into it and you're like, all right, I feel that vibe. I feel like, cause everybody from Kansas City either go to Houston or Atlanta or they go to Arizona for some reason. But those places have always been like a cool kind of vibe type of people. You know what I'm saying? It's just different. But I can't really I don't really have like one favorite because I like all of them. I just like being around a lot of people because I mean this kind of job gives me the opportunity to like just meet strangers. Just some of the most fun I had was just being somewhere random in some city on the corner, talking to somebody who just happened to be walking by, was doing something crazy, like walked by with a snake around their neck, came through and was like, it's just those have been like the most fun conversations, just random people, random places, folks that just have a good time and just have good energy, So wherever that's at, that's what I like, whether it's LA, whether it's whatever, but
I
those
thought
are
he was
probably
going
my
to start
top.
telling the snake carrying dude is one of the chokeout stories. Yeah, I was talking to him and the snake started choking him out.
No. I just remember seeing weird stuff like that in different cities. Like this lady walking around with this snake in the middle of this Comic-Con festival. We just happened to be. It was just wild stuff. It's fun, man. That's the only thing about it. You get kind of used to seeing the different things and the different stuff. But it made me appreciate Kansas City and coming back home a little bit more because I like the speed of Kansas City.
Right.
You know, LA is fast.
Yeah.
New York is fast and cramped together. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a big fan of LA.
You ain't
I mean, I
it?
like the weather,
That's pretty much mainly what it was for me.
but other than that, I'm just not. Yeah, it don't move me like it does. Seems to do a lot of other people around me.
Like if you can get by the traffic, you know what I'm saying? Then
cost
for
of
me it
living-
was like just
the cost of living is just way too.
I wouldn't live there. I'd
Yeah.
like to visit there, but I wouldn't live
I
there.
could visit. You know what I'm saying, and go around LA, or you know what I'm saying.
I just like that whole area. Like you can be at the ocean in 1 minute, be in the desert a couple hours later, or be on the top of a mountain. As far as like my favorite part of the country, like that whole Northern California area, like driving in on those tours, that was like my favorite part of the country to drive through. When you're going through those mountains, or you see the ocean one stretch, and then next thing you know, you're going up this huge mountain with these big trees, and you're looking out the window down through these valleys and stuff as the sun setting or something like that. That was probably the favorite thing. That was beautiful. I would like wake up early in the morning, on the bus. I'm sitting in there fixing my little cereal or whatever in the in the sink and everything, with the window open, staring out the window, or sitting up in the front with the bus driver, listening to him ramble about whatever's going on in his life, because we've had some interesting bus drivers. So.
Oh yeah, I bet y'all go through bus drivers.
Well, some of them, I can't say, because there haven't been many consistent tours that I've been on with people, so I don't know who rides with who. I just know that when I'm out with this person, they say, yeah, we know this guy. No, we don't, and he's new here, but.
So is it their own bus drivers, or is it
No, well,
people that they
it
just
just depends on how they set it up. Like if you're getting ready to go on tour and you go rent your bus from whatever company and they got the bus drivers that come with it, then it's whatever driver they send. Or if you got a specific driver that roll with them or whatever, then it's how, like, I don't deal with that part of it, but I know it works out, I think, like that. Like, whatever driver you get. Because, like, we've had some drivers that only drive certain kind of tours, like those country tours, or they, some guys just do
no
the hip hop and stuff.
Negras.
It just depends on which ones they own.
Damn sundown tours.
But a lot of those tours is like big money. So I see why people try to jump on those, because
Oh yeah.
a whole lot of bread.
Oh yeah, man. Shoot. Them country cats get to hitting the road, boy. Or
Man, that truck driver, the bus driver we had, he was talking about they had like a chef that was rolling with them and was cooking everybody's food, and he was telling us, I'm like, oh, for real? And then I was looking around and we had like Pop-Tarts and, and Doritos on our bus. I was like,
these sandwiches work.
yeah, I'm making peanut butter and jellies in the morning before we get ready to get moving.
Hey, that's I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's the goal to get there.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
it was a little while when we was on the Anarchy tour where we didn't have none of it. We ran out of all of it. We was like, shit, we gotta wait for this money to hit.
We didn't sleep on the side of the road before.
Oh yeah, we didn't hit a hella hotel parking lots.
Man,
Get parked close enough to steal the Wi-Fi.
we had a show in Vegas with Cess Crew. The show was over. They didn't book the room. It was like an EDM festival, something going on. So everything in town and outside of town was booked up. I think the closest thing was like almost 2 hours away, almost to LA, and it was like still like a $300 or $400 a room or something like that. We were sleeping in the van. So we wake up and it was like it was a bum sleeping on top of the mailbox that was right, like we looked like Scooby-Doo and the gang out there. Just, we done passed out. It's a bum laying on the mailbox next to us. The cops up there tapping on the window. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, hey, yeah, we out of here, trying to drive down hot, because the next show was in LA the next day. So I was like, fuck it. We just got on the road and started driving. Had to thug it out.
Yeah.
Sleeping on the side of the road.
Sometimes you gotta do it. We had to dip up out of San Jose kind of quick when we were doing some shows up there a few years back because street gang was like, I heard of some cats from KC, and I was like, and we was like, oh yeah, nah, we need to go ahead and slide up out of here because we ain't the KC they thinking about. Gotta stop wearing these damn KC hats out here in California.
Every city I go to is I got all black gear on. It's strange gear, you know. It's nothing else. That's what I got. I got so many. I got like 2 dresser drawers in my closet full of strange gear and dicky pants. You know what I'm saying, for the stuff. And it's I have to get out of wearing all black when I come home because I'm so used to it. But if you looked at my closet in the beginning, it black. Now it looks like a box of crayons, but that's only because I had to force myself. Everything was all black because it's safer to just be in all black wherever you at.
Oh yeah.
Then it's like you know what I'm saying, they don't know who you are, where you're from, or what. Right. Like I don't even wear KC hats or nothing usually when I'm outside of town. Not that I don't want to rep the town, but I don't need you to know where I'm from. I need you to think I might be from here. Even though I might walk a little different, sound a little different, at least you might not mess with me because I'm not mistaken for being somebody from somebody over from that block or whatever.
I think he went to Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know him. I know him.
Big dude with dreads, you know what I'm saying? I'm in every city.
Yep.
So you fit the description.
I fit the description.
Yeah,
about 6 foot, big guy,
6
dreads.
foot, big guy, dreads.
Yeah, you know, me, you, T-Mac, we all get confused all the time.
All the time.
When your locks was longer, me, you, and T-Mac would get confused all the time.
And I'd be like, man, look, we look nothing alike.
Yo, I had some ladies run up on me one night, was talking to me like, hey, you know, how you doing? I'm sitting there, I'm working, I'm like, oh, yeah. You know, I'm thinking like, man, they fine. I'm thinking like, who are these chicks? You know, I'm thinking they friendly. They just like, yeah, you know, so. Well, you know, well, all right then, PL. And I'm like, PL? They thought I was you, bro. They sitting there talking to me. I'm thinking like, I should have just played it up like, yeah, you know. When we gonna hang out? I should have just like hammed it up, gave him my phone number, and just pretended I was PL.
Shit, it'd have been better for you. Because I couldn't even tell you who they are.
I don't know who they are either. They just talked to me for like 5 minutes in the club. Like, that's an eternity standing in the club.
That is.
So you sitting there talking to me like, yeah, they having a good time. We laughing. I don't even know what they joking about. They said
well,
something
I appreciate
I ain't
you, helping the brand.
Man, I should have helped myself. I should have told them I was PL after I heard them say that.
Shit, hopefully it paid off for me later on somewhere down the line. Be like, hey, PL, you know what? You were so nice to me that night in the club. I just wanted to slide you some pussy real quick.
Just a little bit.
After all my hard work, huh?
I sure appreciate it.
Take advantage of all my hard work.
Well, hey, I got good karma. I've been called DJ several times, and I just kept it moving.
You kept my name good out in the streets, huh?
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. You my peeps. I ain't gonna fuck your name up. Now, if they call me a couple other motherfuckers, I'd be like, it's about to go down. I'm about to fuck your whole shit up. Yeah.
I worked at a spot with T-Mac once. Something had happened, and some guy that was coming to the club and got in trouble, and I think the detectives or somebody was there looking for him. I don't know none of this. So I pull up to go to work, and I'm walking up to the front, and as soon as I'm walking to the front, there's this Hispanic-looking lady and this white guy standing there talking to whoever's at the door. And the lady was like, is that him right there? And I'm walking towards him, and I'm like, do I turn around or do I keep going? Because if I turn around, they probably going to chase me because they think I'm somebody. So I kind of slowed my step, and I'm walking forward. And he was like, oh, no, that's the other guy, T-Mac. And I'm thinking like, oh, shit, they looking for him. And the lady was like, is that him? I thought they was about to rush me and come get me. I'm like, do I run or do I stand still?
You know,
mistaken identity.
That's the ultimate question when dealing with the police. Do I run or do I stand still? Or at least that used to be the ultimate question. I'm too old to be running from the police.
So they ain't gonna do nobody any good.
Ain't gonna no, especially me. Cause I'm gonna hurt myself running from them first off, and then they gonna be mad at me for running away, even though I didn't get far. Cause trust me, it's not gonna be far
at all.
These knees are not made for running.
Still got one good sprint in you.
I do not. What I got is a couple of knives on my person and the ability to use them fairly well. That's about what I got. That's some hands. I got these hands too. Don't get it twisted. I got a couple hands, and I can choke a nigga out. I got these good long arms to choke. Hey, I will choke the fuck out of a motherfucker. I think we've had this conversation before.
You got to perfect it now, right?
Oh yeah.
You know,
it don't take me long.
Know how to hit it, how long to hit it.
As soon as
you know when you can feel when it's getting ready to go. Like you know.
Me and Rockwell will be places, and I'll be sizing motherfuckers up. I'll be like, hey, I could take him. Rockwell be like, man, come on. I'll be like, nah, for real, I could. I got it worked out in my head how it's gonna go down, how it could go down.
Now, how long does it take you to normally size somebody up?
About a minute, maybe. Check them out. See
it's
how
all
they
in
walk.
how they move. You gotta see how they move.
See how they look and see how they
See how they
posture.
move.
See what their attitude reads. Cause there's some motherfuckers that you read, you be like, oh nah, I'm closing that book.
But you know it's crazy. Most of the guys that do this stuff that have been bouncing with us or they're good at it are able to read. You can pick out.
Man,
It'll
look,
be a sea of people, and you can pick out the one that
we
you know
used
what
to
I'm saying,
have
that is going to be
bets.
the one that's like that's
I'd
the
be
one.
like, hey, I bet you $5 in
It's
the
gonna
next
be-
half hour
he gonna
that
get
nigga
put
right
out.
there gonna start some shit.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers would be like, oh, bet. And
Yep.
we wouldn't
And
egg nothing on there. We all just be
You don't
sitting
do
there
nothing. You don't
watching.
instigate it. Just watch it, and then
next thing
before
you know,
long, and now you're getting choked out on the way out the door, and it's like collecting your money.
Yeah, let me get my
Now,
money.
is it an amount of drinks that y'all are counting? Like,
No.
that nigga's on like 4.
I never
I don't
shots.
count the drinks.
Only time-
I go off of the time. What time is it? What time is it right now?
I started counting drinks when I bartended. But before then, when I was just bouncing, we just understood what time it was.
If it's about 1:30 to 2,
It's about
that's
to
when
go
people start
something
messing
about
up.
something about
Somebody
to,
gonna do something.
the tension's about to
yeah,
rise.
you didn't have just enough liquid courage that
Yeah.
that nigga over there might. You know what I'm saying? Now you telling everybody else about that nigga over there.
Yeah.
Because you about to go get him, and you
And
trying to.
it would usually pop
Hype
off
yourself.
about 2:16.
Yeah,
Niggas said
right before the
2:16.
right 15.
About 15 minutes before we about to
before the
shut it
lights supposed to
down.
Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody get to cutting up about then.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't reach their maximum level of drinkage and fun.
And
now
they
done
know the
turned it
night's
down.
pretty much
Yeah,
over.
It's a wrap. You ain't none of the chicks you hollered at wanted to holler back at you. Your homeboys been cracking jokes on you all day. Your baby mama in the club across the room looking at you. Now you mad.
So it's like if I get kicked out, fuck it.
Them is the worst people, man. The people that don't care. The ones that be like, fuck it.
Oh, the fucking niggas.
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking niggas is
You don't
terrible.
they the ones that mess up everything. They don't come out that often. They don't hang out. It's the people that just pop in because they came with so and so and they not the ones that's regulars. None of the places where we worked at was the regulars that the ones that tore up the place.
Now you had regulars that would fuck up, but not
Yeah,
necessarily
but not
fuck
necessarily-
the place up.
Yeah, mess the place up.
Yeah, they would just generally fuck
Like
up.
get too drunk. Now you gotta, like, man, it's closing time. You drunk in here, now I gotta call you a cab and get you up out of here, or you know what I'm saying? Now you're in here crying on somebody's shoulder. You picking up people's drinks that ain't there, ain't yours.
You in here
know?
sitting on the floor of the men's
Sit-
bathroom.
Yeah. Nasty. Oh, the worst one be the women. You got to go in there and get the girl off the bathroom floor. Like, where's your friends at? Where your friends at? I know you came here with somebody because it was a bunch of y'all. Woo!
Man,
now
look.
you by yourself in here on the floor.
The
What's
most
happening?
disgusting places in the club
happening?
are the women's bathroom.
Women's bathroom, hands down. Women's bathroom, hands down.
Man,
Worse
look.
than the men's.
Way worse.
Worse than the men's bathroom.
Way
I be going in the
worse.
women's bathroom like, how's the floor wet? What is happening in here? Why
Way
is the
worse.
floor wet?
Man, the toilet. Nah, I don't even want. You know what? I ain't gonna get into all that. I'm just glad that as a staff member, we had our own bathroom to be able to go use, and it was all the way on a whole different floor. You couldn't even hear. You could barely hear the club in the employee bathroom.
It's
that we
just,
was
you could just hear a low thump of the
It was
music, like that's all you hear. Feel like you off in a whole nother island somewhere.
and I'd be up there banging chicks.
I don't know, man. I don't miss it. I don't miss it anymore, dude.
I don't miss it. I
don't
like
miss
to,
it.
I
There's
like
some
the
of the
stories.
like at the time that the stories were
for the
going
time.
on,
Oh, yeah.
it was terrible. But you know what I'm saying? Now looking back, it's funny, but that's only because we got through it. You know what I'm saying?
Man, because it's some of that stuff. I'm surprised that we made it through.
Seriously.
It's times when the clubs got shot up and shit.
Somebody was that mad at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Somebody's baby mama in there.
It was one night, the club got super shot up, but it was like right after everybody had left. That was like, God. And I think we was all up at Waffle House up on Front Street.
Was it?
Probably. That was the
either
spot.
Waffle House or
That or Denny's.
nah, we was hitting. We went to. We was at Chubby's all the time. Chubby's in Town Topic.
Well, that was
Me, Big Nick, Dragon.
that was the after Skybox.
Because I didn't work down there with y'all at that spot.
Yeah,
I think I did like 1 or 2 events, but I think
You
that
did
was
Sky,
private.
you did some Skybox nights.
I think it was a couple of one-offs, but I think there was 4 something. I know when they did that magazine thing down there, I was there, but it was just a couple of one-offs. I was there a lot because they had the band and everything that was performing, and
Yeah.
you know, Lou and the rest of the group was coming out doing stuff down there. I
Yeah.
think there was a couple of shows there. Yeah, I think y'all did
Yeah,
some
we did
stuff
some,
there
yeah,
too.
we did a few shows.
That was
down
pretty
there.
live when they did the band. Who was that in that band? That wasn't Anthony Sanders, was it? There was a band that used to play like upstairs, and like people would get up and do their
That
thing or
was,
whatever, and the band was like good. They would be listening to people's CDs.
Trying to
Oh,
think
And then-
of
the Truth Man.
I don't think it was the Truth. It
it
wasn't.
was like the kind of like the Truth prequel band. I want
was
to
it?
say. Yeah,
But I thought it
'cause
was Anthony
like,
Sanders or somebody like that.
Well, it was like Brian Kennedy for a minute.
Wait. I take that back. That might have been who it was. That might be who I'm thinking about. I can't remember.
Yeah, it's Brian Kennedy, and he had some cat damn man, I ain't thought about these cats in a minute.
What was it? My guy that
Tyrus,
played the keyboard.
drummer,
Jason.
Jason Betts.
Yeah,
He's still around.
I think he plays with Genuine, doesn't he? He plays with Genuine. I think he's got
I think so.
something I just saw online. He has some stuff going.
He stays
somewhere.
playing. He stays
He's always
gigging.
he active, man.
Yeah.
That's what I like to see.
He
I
cold.
I like to see the cats that we all come up doing this stuff with. They still out there
Yeah.
doing it, you know.
Yeah,
Still doing their
he
thing.
cold. Shoot. Trying to think of who else.
It was Church too, wasn't it?
Church was in, yeah.
It was a lot
Towards
of
the
it. It was a
end-
lot.
towards the end of the time
I think they kind
there.
of shuffled a bunch of those. A lot of them cats.
It was
that
a lot.
got
Yeah, it was a
shuffled
lot
in and
of
out, wasn't it?
the younger cats was super duper hungry, but it was the more established cats that was, you know what I'm saying, kind of doing it. And I think that's when the Truth Band formed and started gigging else at other places.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, that would be dope if we did something like that, man. Get all them older groups and stuff like the Peanut Days, man.
Yeah. Oh well, shit. Speaking of that, we got the precursor to the Peanut. We got and flavor and the hip hop and hot wing stuff. We got the Flavor Pack reunion, 30th anniversary reunion coming up April 23rd. Check flavorpack.com, FLAVORPAK.com for more information.
Where's that supposed to be at?
It's going to be down on I forget the exact address, but it's basically like the corner of the building on Linwood and Holmes. It's a cool spot. It's very flavor packish.
Okay.
If you know Flavor Pack, then you know what I mean. And then shit, since I'm plugging stuff, tomorrow night, from March 11th to March 26th, at the White Theater, at the at the J, Raisin in the Sun, starring
The Lawnarchy's own.
Lawnarchy's own, Rockwell, Black Acting School alumnus, Superior. Black Acting School. Nah, but for real, I'm proud of my guy. You know what I'm saying? He's out here doing new stuff.
Most definitely. Go out and support.
Go out and support it. Check it out. I'm a well, shit. By the time this comes, well, I'll still put it up because it'll be up. I'll put the information. I'll try and remember what time it was. What we at here? So we've been debating about when we were going to start doing this new segment of stuff. And it's what the hell? Oh man, it's been just a matter of trying to figure out when. So we're gonna start tonight. We got a new segment. Hey, come on up, or come on up.
Yeah, right there. I'll say we're gonna get you right.
It was set up, sucker.
We got you.
So it's on me now.
Ladies and gentlemen, having some technical difficulties.
Right now. Shit. What's up with it, y'all? Microphone check. 1 2 1 2.
Oh, yeah, yeah. All right, y'all. So this is the inaugural legal trap report featuring our man who you just usually hear in the backgrounds, or if you watch the sports block, you hear his comments about number 57.
57.
And LeBron.
But we're not talking about that today. We're gonna talk about that on another time. It's our man in the trap, quarter from the valley.
In the trap, man.
Hey.
You dig? Hey, man, just in case y'all know, man, y'all already know weed is legal in Missouri, man. And it's some pretty good weed in the store, too. You know, it just all depends on what you want to do, man. You know, how you want to feel. You know, a lot of people had it messed up, saying, you know, a lot of stuff about, well, I get my medical license, man. I can't do that, man. Get your medical license, man. If you smoke weed, like I do, get your medical license, man, for real. Get your medical license. First in line when you get there, you get discounts, you know, royalty points at every store you go to. So it's bad. I mean, you might come out spending maybe $200 for the license, maybe altogether. Then the taxes is lower, you know. I mean, it's a lot of benefits from having the card. So, you know.
I was like, tell them about their percentage.
Oh yeah, man. You don't want that to go up. Nah, buddy. And you can carry more weed when you got your license too. So, you know, I tell everybody don't ride and smoke, or smoke when you ride, but don't ride when you smoke. But you can have weed on you. So, whatever that means. They said you still can get a DUI driving while you're high. How they
Oh
gonna
yeah.
know?
Well, if they catch you, if they pull you over and you smoking while you driving, they gonna give you a DUI.
Like if it's still lit in the ashtray.
Yeah,
Man,
they gonna.
it's gonna be put out. You know, putting that out. If I
But-
just swallow that motherfucker.
But the quote unquote smell of marijuana in your car is no longer probable cause in Kansas City.
And that's nothing. You got your card, man. You know, you got that on you. You know, hey, it's pretty much that'll leave you alone. You know, I had the police since this all went down before it went recreational. You know, he smelled it in my car. He said, "Man, go get your card." That's all he told me. He said, "Man, I smell it. Just go get your card, man." You know, so hey, I took it from there. I listened to him. I took it from there because you know. Paying for a joint like I paid for one time. Oh man, it costs a lot to pay for a joint, man.
More than what they
Matter of fact, it wasn't
call.
even a joint; it was a roach. I paid a lot for that roach.
More than what they charging for pre-rolls at the dispensary.
Oh, man, it was expensive.
I remember that roach.
It was expensive. Oh man, it got me way out there. Way out there.
So from time to time, Quarter's gonna be dropping by, let us know about some strains that he's been enjoying,
Hey, it's one out there right now.
and some stuff to stay away from, possibly.
If you see California raisins, get that, man. That's some good stuff right there. Get that.
Been hearing great things about that.
Now I'm mad at myself for even turning him on to that one.
Turn me on to it. Now everybody's on it. Now it's gone. But if you see it in any one of them stores, man, get that.
It is fire.
Try that, man. You know, I mean, I've learned a lot of stuff since I've been going, man. You know, I like 20% THC mostly in mine, but it depends on what you're going for, though. You going for taste? You going for your high? Just put what your high you want. A high, a sativa high. You going to work? You know, or you want something? You finna chill, watch some television. You know, get you an indica. But it all depends on. You know, they got prices for everybody, so don't think it's expensive. It's prices in there for everybody. You know. So I'm just telling you though. Day one right now. Start the legal trap report, man. Get your medical license, man. Do that. Then you ain't got no worries.
So that's the report for this report. Get your medical license.
Get your medical license, man, and you will enjoy this recreational marijuana Missouri smoking a lot better.
So for those that don't know how to go,
Go to most of your dispensaries and just inquire about getting your medical card, and they will gladly take care of you.
Or you can call the state. The state's open on open what 3 days a week. That's Tuesday.
I don't know. I don't fuck with the state,
I
big
had to
dog.
call- I had to call them and get all the laws, you know, about carrying a gun and all that. You know, I had to before I got my license, I had to make sure, you know.
But you ain't got no gun,
Hey,
Quarter.
man, you don't know what I gotta put in my seat. you don't know what I gotta put in my seat out there in that truck.
I mean, this is Missouri. I was gonna say Kansas City, but this is Missouri. You know, you can have like 47 guns
Man, you can have all of them.
In
all
the
on
window
you
if you want.
at once.
On the dash. On the dash. Let them know it's real.
Out here living like Mad Max.
I mean, it is an open carry state.
Open carry.
Open the carry.
The openest of carries.
Walmart, wherever you want to be at. Carry.
Where you at?
It's on there.
Carrying.
Carry. Got my strap.
And it's a concealed carry. You don't have to have license to conceal you.
You get your
So,
CC number.
yeah, so you can just carry your in Missouri. You can strap up. Just strap up. You got all kind of just
Just be careful where you walking into.
But boy, look, better be
Don't
careful where
get
you
caught
going.
walking into school or the bank and you done forgot it's on your hip.
Oh boy, that's gonna be some tizine.
That's my contribution to the report.
That's a for real trap.
That's a different.
That's trap report. Though.
But that's
It's legal and it's trap.
Y'all better remember that.
Shit.
You done walked into the wrong place with it on your hip.
Man.
And that little thing go beep. You gotta turn around like what?
Turn around.
I'm going back to the car.
I know one day I was picking up a friend of mine's kid from school, and I forgot I even had it on me. Because, you know, I just happened to have it. Because I don't always carry it, but I just happened to have it on me, and I just forgot. And they didn't have any metal detectors or anything, but I got all the way in, and I was signing the kid out.
Oh shit.
And I did something, and I wound up putting my hands on my hip. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, man. I got to play this cool in a motherfucker, because...
Just breathe.
All right. I was like, oh, yeah, you ready? All right, let's go, little dog. So I got him up out of there real quick, boy. I even took him to, I think I took him to Dairy Queen, too, just to, you know, hey, man, you know.
Did you change your walk on the way out? Like you?
Oh, yeah.
Because when you notice it's there, then you walk a little different. Like you feel it. Like make sure it ain't falling out.
Oh, please don't come off this host.
Like it's been fine the whole time, but as soon as you remember it's there, then it's like,
Shit. Damn.
yeah.
Yeah, man, that was funny, but it wasn't funny. It was funny after I got off the block.
Right.
So, any other strains you been you want to tell them about before we?
Man, I done tried so many, man. If I'd have brought us some examples, we probably would have covered this whole table. But like I said,
Look at you, Mister.
nah, man, you gotta if you're gonna give out the right trap report, you gotta study the trap. You gotta do your research. Yeah, you gotta do a little research. I'm the test subject, on myself for it.
All right, well, shit.
True trap report.
True trap report.
True
You get
trap.
the real deal.
I don't say any.
Self-medicate. That's what they call. Get your medical license. See, so you can medicate.
Any dispensaries that we should stay away from that you've been to so far?
Nah, so really, right now it's 3 of them. Right now I mess with. It's 3.
Hold on.
Well,
We'll get into that
don't tell
later.
them about the ones
Yeah,
that you
we
mess
ain't-
with, but the ones that was trash that you've been to.
Just depending on what day you go. Every they got all of them got some of the same, and then they got some of their own. So it's like, it depends on what you buy, what your price range is, what what kind of high you trying to
Some
get.
of them have the high dollar stuff,
Yeah.
and only had the high dollar stuff. Some of them have any and everything.
Like today they had what was it, halves or a zip for $80 on something. Then plus on top of having your medical, like you gain points when you go in there. So you might go in there one day, you got no points, you get $5 to $10 off or something. So you can't go on the street and do that. Hey man, $5 off today.
Oh shit! Now I could. I'd be like, man, look, let me get
Say if you
3 for $25.
if your guy know what he doing these days, he gonna have to do something.
Let me get 3
like
for
that.
well, back in the day, it would be let me get 3 for $25. Yeah, 3 for $25.
It is an art to last.
Gotta have
Come on, man. Let me get 4 for $30.
Gotta have an art now to do it, man.
4 for $30, big dog. Come on. That's a good deal. Come on, give it to me. Let me get it. That's legit. You're only doing yourself a disservice. Yeah, I know you can sell it all individually, sacked out, but why? I'm your boy. The only person I ever would peer pressure was the dope man, was the weed man. I never peer pressure anybody else. I peer pressure the weed man and weed man only. Back in the day. I'm like, come on, man. Nigga, we can rub together. You gonna do me like this? I've been buying weed from you for like 5 years now.
Trying to get that, you just trying to get 5 off. See, now you ain't got
Man,
to ask.
who came through about that ounce and a half when you got out of jail? Because you was kind of, slumping. Your boy. Now look at you. Can't even let me get the 4 for 30.
So nigga got him a little clientele. Now he too good to throw discounts. Ain't that a bitch?
Damn, you know, that got too big for itself.
Nigga, I remember when your mama was whooping your ass and for stealing chocolate milks at school.
You took it way back.
I said, I know these motherfuckers. I know them.
It's like, nigga, I remember when you had piss
Oh
stains
shit! This
on your
everybody
mattress.
knows niggas whose mamas beating their ass for stealing chocolate milks at school. That's a universal thing. You know, and I was thinking about it. I was like, damn, man. They used to serve us a hamburger, some milk,
Some peas.
some peas, peas and carrots.
And like a little handful of French fries.
Yeah,
and tater tots.
like four fries, or
It'd
my
be like
bad,
the
4
little
tater
tater
tots,
tots, yeah.
3 fries. And I'd be like, damn, nigga, I ain't never been nowhere and they had milk with burgers. I mean, maybe a milkshake, yeah, but
Milk
just
with
straight up
And
milk.
vegetables.
That little
What
square
the-
pizza
what
they
the-
give you got milk with that too.
Yeah, you got milk every day.
Yeah.
You got milk every day. Or okay, maybe not every day, but I'd say
No, every day.
You got that
Every
milk.
day.
Every
no,
day.
Is it that
no,
you
because
getting the milk in the
some days
morning?
they give you some days you get apple juice. Some days it'd be juice.
It was always
for the,
either milk or apple juice.
Nah,
But
so
it was
we got
we
different
got
forms of milk. It was
Yeah.
either regular milk or 2%.
I remember.
It was either 2%.
Like
or
for
that.
real.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got chocolate.
I think we
When,
had chocolate. I think it was chocolate.
that was
I don't
a
think.
good-
Yeah, I think we had chocolate. We ain't had chocolate till we was like in
Like
junior
my
high.
sophomore year of high school, they started giving us a choice of having like regular milk or chocolate milk. Oh shit, it was always chocolate. Always chocolate. I don't give a fuck what we eating. Turkey tetrazzini, which I'm not finna touch.
Yeah, man,
but
my
I'm about to
stomach
have
is
the
bubbling
chocolate
right
milk.
now talking about all this milk. I can't do it no more.
Lord have
Yo,
mercy.
I'm having. I did a glass of milk the other day, man. The worst decision ever.
That's another
Terrible.
trap report.
The bathroom.
Yo, we talking about all that milk, and I just thought that I was like, the other day, like, no, that was terrible. That was terrible the way they did it. Now I can't do it.
Nah, your
System is not built for this no more. Man, way too
The
much.
system been climbed up too many times,
Yeah.
man. You know.
I used to be thinking like almond milk. I'm like, what is almond milk? Now I'm like, look, give me the
Yeah, I said, that's all
oat milk. Yeah, let me get that. I'll put that on
oat
there.
milk and almond milk.
Yeah, man.
These guts is hella bad.
Yeah. From all
Hella
that-
raggedy.
All that years of milk, that's what it was.
I'm fortunate. I'm not lactose intolerant. I can eat as much ice cream as I want without destroying those around me, possibly myself.
I was like, must be nice.
Um,
I smell milk. I get diarrhea. Shit.
I know what kind of candles not to ever get.
Like for real.
Hey, cuz, let me get these 2% can. Nah,
No, like,
don't
don't do
nah,
that.
don't do that. Don't do
Please
that.
don't do that.
It's gonna be all bad.
Hey, I'm clearing out the room.
Start putting it in your your show rider that they don't ever have no milk smell in the venue. Catch the bubble guts halfway through your set. That'd be terrible.
Cut the mic, please. Because y'all don't want to hear what's going on back here.
Oh, it's a murder rat.
Man. That nigga back there doing the remix.
Oh man. Hey, I've been having trouble sleeping the past couple of weeks, and I don't know if it's trouble sleeping or what. I think I talked to you about it when we ran into each other. But for like the past 2 weeks, I just been waking up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and just not going back to sleep. no matter what I do to try to go back to sleep. I might smoke another J or some of that shit that'll knock you down, and normally it'll knock me down. Don't. I be mad because I be high. I be high as a motherfucker, but I just be up and high.
Can't sleep.
Can't sleep. Won't sleep. My body won't let me sleep. Man, I don't know, man. Shit. But so my bowel rhythm was a little off. So I didn't realize what time it was one morning, because it was about the time the rest of the house was about to wake up, and my little nephew stays with us. He's like 8 years old. I blew it up, man. I was just,
Your bowels move.
yeah. It was just, just a good old time on, and all of a sudden I heard her waking him up, and I was like, oh shit. And she was like, yeah, don't and go in there and take you a shower. And I was like, and I looked over at the shower. I was like, oh shit, man. Oh, I was trying to, so I was finishing up, so I wash my hands and shit real quick, and I was trying to dip out and then go grab the air freshener, to try and save him. But when I dipped out, all I heard was him going by me real quick, and I was like, sorry, little dude. And when he was closing the door, I heard him go, ugh. I was like, oh yeah, that woke him, cause he was like, kids be like sleep zombie walking and shit. Oh, that woke his ass up. I felt bad for him though. I was like, oh, you walked into one, boy. Cause that was
I keep a lighter in my pocket, so you in there,
I didn't have no pockets.
you take a little piece of toilet paper and you roll it up.
Yeah, I didn't have no
burn
pockets
a little
at
bit
the time.
and you wave it around like incense.
I
It
was
might
just-
smell like you about to set the building on fire, but
Hey, it's better
at
than
least,
that,
at least it'll clear everything else out.
I mean, I wasn't raw dogging or nothing, but I was just in my drawers, and my wife beater. I was just, I just woke up. I mean, I ain't been dressed, and I'm just taking a good shit. Shit. Whew. Man, I felt bad for little dude. Because I ain't gonna front. I was in there suffering a little bit myself. I was like, damn. And then when I heard her say,
You
go
know it's
take a
bad when it's bad to you.
yeah, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
That's a bad one. You like,
He's like, oh, go take a shower. I was like, oh,
let me hurry up and flush this shit.
oh, little dude.
Right here.
Give me like 35 seconds before you. This was like the first time that he ever, like, actually just, when she said take a shower, he just actually jumped up and took a shower. I was like, you little punk motherfucker. One time you gonna be obedient.
Not up this time.
Yeah, man.
So he did it to himself. Then, huh?
And I helped. I mean, it was all just the perfect storm. I mean,
Was it slow motion when he walked by? Like you knew he was about to get it?
I told him sorry because my back was to him. And he was going in. And I was like, oh, sorry, little dude. And then as the door was closing, he was, oh.
Damn.
I was like, yeah,
Got him.
yep. He awake.
He up now.
He is conscious, but he might not. He ain't gonna, and he don't like it. Oh man. But that's what he get for leaving pee on the seat all the goddamn time. So
Payback.
Unplanned karma. Booyah. Damn, I'm out here giving karma plots on 8-year-olds.
He plotting on you.
Oh, it's already done deal. It's happened. We even. Oh shit. So what you been doing? What you do to kill your time in Kansas City, DJ? Because I'm I'm clueless, man. I am I done become a somewhat of a hermit.
Yeah, I just stay out of the way. I mean, since I'm not doing all those events and stuff like that, I'm low key. I've actually been two-stepping a lot, surprisingly. So, like when I started trying to, like after I told you I seen you way back, and you had went on your little journey or whatever, and I kind of saw you and was like, man, I can do that. So I ended up losing a little bit of weight. You know what I'm saying? Being in the security field, I was naturally always big or whatever, but it got to be a little bit not healthy for me. So,
Oh yeah. It winds up being not healthy for most of us. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta lose 50 right now. Like I said, like I was telling DJ earlier, I gotta lose 50 pounds, man.
And for those that don't know, Quarter from the Valley, back in the day, was one of the promoters and performers of a lot of the shows that DJ was coming to film. So I was a performer, he was a promoter, he was a videographer and promoter, and then I became a promoter also. So it became, you know what I'm saying? So this is a kind of
Family.
yeah, well, not just family, but like a small segment of like Kansas City.
I feel like we got our
Hip-hop.
little piece. Yeah, I was about to say we got our little piece of the
Yeah,
hip hop.
you know what I'm saying?
Little hip hop pie or
And
whatever.
there's stuff that grows, that comes out of that, you know what I'm saying, that turns into other stuff. And
I'm thinking of specific people. Like
oh yeah,
folks that's doing stuff. The Miles Bonings, the Sykes, the artists. You know what I'm saying? All the all the b-boys and b-girls and the Mike Scotts and the Rockwells and the
shit. Mike Scott actually is coming out of retirement.
He's got a show coming up.
To
Him,
DJ
Bill
him,
Pyle, and
Bill Powell, and was it
Rico.
Rico? Yeah.
Yeah, him, Ben Pyle, and Rico will do a show. I saved it in my little planner today.
Yeah, that's
I'm
gonna be a
to
nice
that.
show.
Yeah.
If you've never heard Mike Scott, man, you need to get down to the Ship that night. I know it's at the Ship. That's all I can't
No, I
remember
think
what
it's
night.
over in. Well, I don't know about that one. I know it's the one that they're doing with all three of them. I think that's over in Strawberry Hill. I think it's over in Kansas somewhere.
Oh, I think they might be doing two of them then.
Is it gonna be two?
Maybe. I
If
thought
it
it
is,
was,
then I might. The only one I knew was about the one in Strawberry Hill.
fresh. That's dope. I know Cut Chemist is supposed to be coming to the Ship, and I was surprised by that. But Cut Chemist is supposed to be, and I think Mike Scott's supposed to open up for that.
Mike Scott, the first person I ever saw with Serato. Ever. He's the first DJ I saw in Kansas City using it. I think it was. I saw him at Lucky Brew Grill. This is probably like 04, 05, I don't know, somewhere around there. He's the first one I ever saw using Serato.
That sounds about right.
Because it was him and, man, what's the short cat's name? They used to be with him all the time. It was Mike Scott and he's got glasses. I feel bad. I forgot his name. But it's a shorter cat that DJ. He's real dope. I can't think of his name. I'm picturing his face. Short guy, glasses. He used to do a lot of sets with Mike Scott back then.
Damn. I know who you're talking about. I just can't.
I feel bad. I can't picture bro's name right now, but it's gonna come to me tonight.
I feel bad, but
I'll
I
be at
don't
home
feel
sleep
too
and pop
bad.
up out of my sleep like, oh,
I don't be. What's the name?
I don't remember.
Oh,
He said he gonna pop up.
It's gonna pop up in the middle of my
I
sleep.
thought it did pop up. That's why I was like, huh? Oh, damn.
It'd be about 3 in the morning.
No, but he was the first one I saw Seratos. They used to carry crates in,
Yep.
and then when he started using Serato, I was like,
Oh, I remember helping DJ Taxic carry his crates when he was down at Cabal.
yeah, a skew.
Skew,
was,
my dude.
yeah.
Man, we used to get fucked up when Skew was DJing over at what was it called then? Karma. Yep, Karma. On Tuesdays
Skew,
and Thursdays.
yeah, and then it was
Shad.
yeah, Shad was on
Shad was on Tuesdays. Then Skew would be on Thursdays, and then we'd be there both nights. And then they switch off on the weekends, and
Yeah.
somebody else would come in too. Shit, Mike Scott would come through there. And man, our time of working clubs and going out to be able to kick it and shit had some really good DJs.
yeah, solid.
Yeah, we had some really good DJs.
like highly underrated in my opinion. A lot of them.
Yeah, and not like just button pushers,
Yeah.
but really, I mean, like,
Said button pushers.
well, no, because
There was
it's a new
yeah.
crop of DJs. Don't get me wrong, they can do a lot of shit pushing them buttons, you know, but it's not the same as these
It's a different type of hip hop.
because queuing something up on Serato
It's
is
different
completely
than
different.
dropping your record and dropping the needle and
Yeah.
stuff. And you got to know. I feel like with the records, you got to know it in your head because you got to hear it before you reach in the crate. If not, you just gonna be, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm not a DJ, but I played around with it. But in my mind, I'm like, what am I gonna play next? And you got to figure out what you got and what you can put up there. You got to beat.
That's
You
why
got to
I
do it
love,
like that.
Love watching DJP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When he's around, when he comes to town, I love watching P because he still uses vinyl. He doesn't use Serato, and it's it's a beautiful thing, man. It's still cats out here doing it the original way, and that's
That's an art.
my hats off to him because he's still carrying them crates.
Yeah.
You carrying them crates, Buddha? Yeah, ain't no more young cats willing to carry crates no more. So
I mean, what they carrying now? Somebody's hard drive on the way in? You holding hard drive? Their laptop?
can't let nobody carry your laptop because they're gonna walk away with it.
I'm out.
You know what I'm saying? You learn a lesson the hard way. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow.
We got robbed in Oakland on a tour, and they took my boy Trez was on tour with us, and they stole his brother's laptop. They popping them windows and stuff. They've been doing it a lot here, but they was doing it out in Oakland tough.
Damn.
They popped in windows, just reach in and grab your stuff. You could be standing right there, look at you.
That's what they do.
You better. These people just leave their windows down out there.
They stealing kids like they got the key to them motherfuckers.
Yeah. But they got his laptop up out of there, man. Like no telling what all he had on there, man. Like a lot of stuff he was working on or whatever. He was solid. He was cool ass dude too.
Dick pics. I mean, that's his dick. I'm saying, I mean, you got to keep your dick pics somewhere.
So got him on deck.
Got him on deck ready to email. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Unsolicited.
No, that's solicited.
Oh, no. You got to send them unsolicited.
Oh, that's that's the burner laptop then. That's
I'm gonna say, I don't know if you want that.
got
on
some
your
random
laptop.
dicks in there too, just to throw her off. Send you this motherfucking bomb of JPEGs and
Either way, you
dicks.
gotta explain that situation. It's gonna sound bad.
Dick bomb.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Like, surprise,
And not just
surprise.
your own, but other ones. You got
it's the
some.
burner laptop. This ain't even
Like,
mine.
you gotta explain why yours is on there
Nope.
and the
See,
random.
this the burner laptop. I'll be like, nigga, this ain't even my laptop. What the fuck is going on over here?
He had like, I let somebody
My
else borrow
laptop's
my
over
laptop.
Y'all tripping. What we need to do is find out whose laptop that is. Running around here with rando dick pics and shit.
He go bring that motherfucker back and give it to you like, yeah.
That's too much explaining to do.
Give it
So
to
hard enough
Rockwell to
time
wipe it
explaining
clean.
your own.
Oh shit.
Speaking of Rockwell, Raising in the Sun, March 11th through 26th at the J.
Shouts out.
Tomorrow, 7 p.m.
thewhitetheater.org for your tickets. He was supposed to tell me a discount code, but he didn't. So I guess
I thought he posted it.
I don't know. I ain't been on Facebook. I'm terrible at social media.
Wait, what is his role? What does he do?
He's Walter.
He's the man.
Oh, he the man.
Yeah.
Oh, this nigga ain't like a tree or something. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Oh, okay.
Black acting school. Oh no, this is black acting school. Oh yeah, it's
Like I didn't know what character he was.
oh
you know,
no,
like-
it's going down.
oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
I'm definitely gonna go now.
yeah, black
Okay,
acting
that's
school.
what's up.
I was
Oh, yeah,
supposed to
it's
go
really
tomorrow,
real.
But my girl will be out of town. I'm gonna have to go.
He gonna go out hoeing.
Nah, I can't do that.
Oh my bad, I
We
said
on-
that
we
on
on
the,
air,
my
we on
bad.
air.
We on no, my bus.
We live. Hot mic. Hot
My
mic.
bus.
Hot mic.
Fortunately, I know she don't watch, so you know.
Man, nigga trying to have me sleeping in the backyard.
What you said that, and today and today'll be the day she watched. She just tuned in like 30 seconds
just
ago.
tune in right there.
Hey, I'm checking
That's what you two
the
motherfuckers be talking
If
about.
you hear his phone on the table going,
Start calling out.
I checked the users in the chat. I
it's all kind of comments with exclamation points in there right now.
Fuck, motherfucker. You better call right now.
Oh shit. No, it wouldn't be you getting that. It'd be me. I'd be like, God damn it! What the fuck? Why you calling me?
Oh man.
Cause you said it.
It's like, you know why.
Started this shit.
I was like, I guess I did, didn't I? My bus.
Oh, man.
I didn't think the mics was on. You said it like an hour and 15 minutes into the show.
The time
I
stamp.
stand by my story.
Define show.
Oh man, I'm gonna show you the way out. Man,
I'm waiting on your phone to buzz.
It ain't gonna happen. Everything's okay. Everything's okay for now.
That'd be mean. It'd be the worst timing. Like it'd be like,
Like, what'd you say, motherfucker?
all right.
you're gonna be cutting some heads tomorrow. She gonna hit you up in the middle of it. The ring is gonna be extra aggressive.
Like, hold up, that don't sound right.
It's gonna have an extra buzz to.
Wait a minute. Shit.
The clippers fall in my pocket. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, that's my phone. No, that's not her. Okay, I was like, damn, spoke her up. I just had to apologize and be like, my bad. That's all I got.
That's it.
Hey, it's better than what some people get.
That's funny.
From time to time, DJ, we talk about stuff we want to bring back from Kansas City's past. My favorite thing to discuss about bringing back is always Jimmy D's. Wondering how it will be now. You know what I'm saying? Would it still
Like,
be?
would it compete with the other ones with the loose?
Not
leaves
necessarily that, but with the atmosphere around it, still be the same. Because, you know, Jimmy's was a spot.
I feel like it'd be like an OG in the game, kind of like Gates is probably like the OG of the barbecue spots, right? I feel like it'd be like that since.
Well,
it's
Jimmy
been
D's
around
wasn't
so long.
really like, well, I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I never really looked at Jimmy D's as like the barbecue or going there for the barbecue necessarily. I would go there because they would be open at 3 in the morning.
You was getting you a 40.
And I was and I could get a 40.
You was underage, just like me.
Yeah,
Right with that 40 in your lap.
oftentimes.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the pistol, wasn't you?
Yeah, with the turkey beef combo.
You better believe it.
And you know, and plus traffic would be like, you know, that was like the spot. That was like
And I'ma
the
go back
cruise
to
spot.
food
Yeah,
3 times.
yeah. So that was like, so I, you know, that was more, in my opinion. I never went to Jimmy D's during the daytime. I don't think.
No, never. For what?
I'd go to other spots.
I'm waiting till about 3 a.m.
But
That's like going to Waffle House.
but but after we done left motherfucking Stanford's
Yeah.
and we starving.
Where you going?
Hey, we gotta go by Jimmy D's, man. And we already drunk. So I definitely need. So we got homeboys that stay around the corner. So we parking over there and then walking around, beating this traffic.
So y'all was the motherfuckers that was holding up the line.
Oh, we wasn't holding up nothing, but these 40s and sandwiches. After we bought them.
So what happens in this? You just talking about stuff that we wish we could bring back?
Just stuff you want to bring back.
Banish them all.
I feel you on that.
Banish them all. I got my first phone number in the food court.
Look at it with memory.
Yeah, you should go down to JW's and Codas and buy that trash down there that you can only wash one time.
Codas, not Codas.
Yeah.
Coda's,
Get a pair of socks from Foot Locker and walk around with the bag all day long like you really bought something.
Coda has shirts that if you look, you can see through them.
Oh, you couldn't wash it. You
remember
wash it
them
one
hats
time.
with the,
One time, and it was faded like it was 30 years old.
Like it was.
Man, like you got that handed down to you from your granddad or something.
Like,
Man, that's
like,
it.
when is-
But that one day,
Yep.
that one day, if you got the pants and the short set
once a-
match, you
Oh,
can wear
you
it that
fly.
once. You fly.
you
You
fly.
fly. As long as your shoes is decent, you're cool.
Unfortunately,
You
you done spent like $75.
man, and just watched it burn up in the washing machine the next day.
Yep. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter how you washed it. You could wash it by hand. You could wash it on gentle.
Man.
You could send that shit to the dry cleaner. The dry cleaner be like, "Hey
It was
man,
like
I
they
don't know
used
what
Kool-Aid
was
for the
up."
dye in them clothes or something, man. Like as soon as you wash it, it just went away.
That bright yellow, looking all pissy.
Dirt faded.
Yo, I put whatever, it was something I had and it was red, and I messed around and put it in with something else and washed it.
Oh,
Everything.
everything,
Trashed.
everything.
And the shirt was faded too, so it looked like it got messed up in the wash. I'm like, yo, you the culprit. How you gonna try to blend in with all the rest of the clothes? Like I don't know what happened.
I'm damaged too.
I'm looking all in the wash like, what is going on? I'm pulling out one piece, next piece. I'm like, oh, this is all trash.
Oh, nigga, it's you.
Man,
It's at the very bottom too.
right.
Motherfucker.
Faded, just looking like, oh, what happened? Oh, it's you.
Oh man, you definitely
And then
had
still
to,
go back the next weekend and buy something else.
You had no choice. Really had no choice. But see, I was still, niggas used to kind of crack on me a little bit because I would still go get like some regulation ass Lees or some motherfucking Ben Taylor's.
You wasn't wearing the Bugle Boys and all the other stuff back then.
I couldn't wear Bugle. I
Dillards.
couldn't wear the Bugle
We
Boys.
wasn't-
I was chunky. I wouldn't,
Man,
I wasn't
that was me
small.
using the husky section. That's
Yeah, it
what
wasn't necessarily.
it was husky. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like a super
Jordan.
big dude, but I wasn't like a small dude.
Nah, I was in the
So-
husky.
Man, but
Yeah.
his body's so
Right.
his waist is like a man. He's in the 5th grade.
This little nigga wears a 31.
31 waist. How this happen? That nigga 31-24.
How tall is he?
Nigga inseam is 22.
They got 3 cuffs in his pants.
I
Arms
used to hate
ain't
the
but
husky section because it wasn't nothing in there. It wasn't
Yeah.
nothing- it was basic stuff, you know.
And then so I just got used to wearing, like fairly, not necessarily, I'd fly my shit up, you know what I'm saying, as best I could, but up until like 7th grade, I wasn't rocking no spectacular shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was.
wearing the tough skins no more.
Nah, I mean every once in a while, but I don't know what it was in 5th and 6th. It was Lee's or maybe some Dockers because I think that's when they first kind of started coming around.
Wranglers and Walmart.
Wrangler, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't nothing spectacular, just some regulation ass jeans that's gonna make it through the year.
I don't think I bought anything brand name until I started working after my first job.
Oh, that was when I started. After I started cutting grass, that's when I, saved up enough and bought a pair of Jordans, and
I've never bought a pair of Jordans.
and that was the only pair of Jordans I ever
Still
bought. And
never.
I was like, you know what, man, fuck this. I just spent $135 on some goddamn shoes. And this is back in like
Yeah, I bought.
90,
Because now
88.
shit, $230.
I bought a Charlotte Hornets
Buying them since '85.
jacket, starter jacket out of the Starter magazine. That's what I spent my money on the first time. It was Charlotte Hornets, a jacket, a winter jacket.
Jordan junkie, man, for the shoes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the same here.
Hey, I wouldn't mind them bringing back them old triple fat gooses, the full lengths with the
With the fur
with
around
the fur around
with the fur around the hood.
yeah, buddy.
Had a
They
black
had
and
had like the
If they did that, man, they'd charge $1 million from things now. They'll charge
man,
way
that thing
more
was
than that.
comfortable,
And hella warm.
hella warm.
Yeah, they gonna start at 500.
They gonna be
They ain't gonna let you
Oh,
just
shit,
get
I'm
one.
gonna edit that out. Man, look, boy, I
I
got
rock one.
a
I wear it.
I got a coat that's very similar. That's why I got it, and it's quote unquote Arctic rated. And wait, because when it gets super cold, I throw that motherfucker on. You see me in it, that blue coat? Yeah, I'm with the hood over. I'm looking like Matthew Henson going up Antarctic and shit. That's right, y'all. Look that shit up.
That nigga got knowledge. Got knowledge. It's the medication, see. He got his medical card, so it's
Be letting you know.
medications.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
See.
So since Rockwell's in this play, I've been thinking. I asked him. I said, "Hey, man, about how long is this thing running?" Because I don't know what my attention span is now for shit like that.
It's about 2.5 hours.
It's
It's
about
a good
two and a half. He said it's about two and a half.
We didn't watch too many TikTok videos now, or we ain't got.
No, I don't watch that. I try not to watch that TikTok shit as
Well,
much as
like
possible.
they building it like you scrolling, like you get the little Facebook and everything else, where you can get the scrolling and just running and like clip after clip after clip.
That shit for a waste of about 4 or 5 of your hours a day looking at that shit. You get caught up in that now.
Say 59 seconds at a
Oh, man,
time.
I'd be like, man, let's get away from this shit. Like,
Well,
man.
shit. That's why I'm glad I don't really be on it at work, because excuse me. I'll be on at most. I'll be on. I'll respond to some messages, because they'll be kind of important.
Well, see, I try to stay up because I gotta use it for like different, for my businesses and stuff like. And especially now, it's like I wasn't really interested in it, but now it's like I gotta pick it up because I'm saying I'm gonna have to utilize this for any business venture that I get ready to take on. When I get ready to do that side of my business that needs to be more, front facing to people, I gotta stay up on it. But I see where you get sucked in on it, man. You can be scrolling for hours and you look up and be like, what was I supposed to do? What time is it right now? Like, my thing is like if I'm doing something and I realize I'm like I ain't ate nothing in a while. Like I haven't eaten in a minute. Like, have I really been messing with this that long?
Teams of people that they pay to do that for them.
Yeah.
Hey,
Everything that you like, it just.
I'm about to say, yeah, it just builds it.
I like comedy shit.
It's
I've been,
tailored. Yeah, if you like, I like the dog video once or twice,
Yeah.
and
and now
I got a bunch of dog videos. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's.
Sometimes I see stuff pop up, and I know it's not stuff that I typed in there,
Yeah.
but it's stuff that I've searched other places or I've been talking about, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh,
Right there for
that's
you.
strange. That's rolling up in my little timeline
A
now.
whole bunch of it. Here, buy this, get this. Look at this for about an hour. Here, fuck off some more of your day. You was finna go do what? No, nigga, look at me. That's how that phone be. That phone is like crack, man. Look at me, nigga. I remember when we didn't even trip off no cell phone.
We didn't have
Your
phones.
car break down on the side of the street. You wasn't.
You had to
Just
walk.
walking to the
You had to
payphone.
walk to the payphone.
Fuck it, it's to the payphone.
I still got my pager. I still got
Hey.
I got an old box with a bunch of old stuff in it. I got my my pager that you said with the 800 number that you get, and you can talk to the people and tell them to say something, and they type it in on their phone, even no matter how crazy it is. So you like, man, tell them to kiss my ass, and they typed it in. He said, kiss my ass. And then I had the old one with the button in my old Nokia phones and stuff. I got a whole little time capsule in the house.
These hoes tripping, and I was like, let me call him. Hey, what's up, bro? I seen these hoes was tripping. What hoes is tripping? What's going on?
Everybody had like numbers, so you know who it was when they paid you.
Yeah.
I know who my partner is. His was 357.
They always down 911 100 times.
Like it ain't an emergency.
It ain't that. I just got off the highway to see. Oh man, what's up, boy? What we?
You know what I think about now? Like, how do we even find? Like, I know you get ready. Like, before I came here, I punched it in on Google Maps. You know. And I pulled it up and I drove over here. And I'm thinking to myself, like, when we,
hey, bro,
how am I finding somebody's house? I'm like,
you,
I know I did it back then,
where
but I'm
you
like,
at?
I'm talking about even before that.
Okay,
You know
okay.
like,
So when I get down on
get to
Maple,
the
I bust a
McDonald's,
right,
make a right at the McDonald's,
and then I make a, and then
Everybody go.
yeah.
Okay, and then it's gonna be the yellow house. Okay, bet.
Boom.
Got you.
If
Yeah,
you
other
get,
than-
if you get lost, it's a payphone.
Other than
right there
that-
across from the house.
You might have a city map. Navigate your way.
Hey,
No,
you don't go past.
I feel like we in between, man. We in between like the old school, and we in between like the new. We old enough to remember when like video games was like just like Atari kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But we still young enough to where we can jump on like
rotary phone that took you forever.
yeah. But we still play video games. You know what I'm saying? We older, but we play video. You know, we still got our little games we play.
wanted the games that they had now back then.
Yeah.
We wanted that shit.
But the young kids, they don't know nothing about the old
they
stuff,
don't
and
know
the
about
old
Atari.
people don't know
You
nothing
showed
about
them
the new
Atari, they
stuff.
like, man, take this bullshit.
No.
We had an Atari. We had an Atari
Coleco.
2600, I think is what it was. It had the joystick with the one button on it.
Yeah.
28.
That's a 26, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Then it went from the Atari to the Coleco. From the
television.
Coleco to the and television was
What was that
and television was probably better, but because Coleco had those stupid cards that you had to put in the
Well, shit.
thing,
television had kind of the same shit.
Wait,
though.
didn't that have the one with that was a Coleco had the one with the little turn
Was
knob
that
with the
Coleco?
buttons on the
With
side of it?
Yeah,
That was Coleco.
Was
that was
it?
Coleco.
That was Coleco.
So in television, yeah, I don't know. They're both kind of
It
janky.
was old school janky, man.
And then they stuck around for a while, and then was it 1984? I want to say it was Nintendo.
Everybody had to have a Nintendo.
And
Super Mario Brothers.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh, that ain't come till.
might have been 1985.
Yes, and Nintendo was 85 in America.
Yeah,
How much time I
1985.
used to fuck off trying to get to Mike Tyson and then get beat up.
Mike Tyson's Punch Out, yeah.
Shit beat out.
Hey, yo, I downloaded it on my phone just so I could play it on my phone. I got one of them little emulators, and I'm like, I'd be on the plane playing Mario Kart. You know what I'm saying? the old Mortal Kombats and stuff.
Hey, I remember when we
Yeah,
were in college
Contra.
and Mortal Kombat came out. Oh man, we were like, oh nigga, they out there slicing off heads and arms and shit, man. This game is gross, bro. I'm about to go. I'm going over here to go get some change and to go come back and play it some more because they had it down at the bowling alley.
The
down
bowling
at
alley over
MU.
by the bowling alley by Hickman Mills. That's where I saw it at. It was a Godfather's Pizza. I think they used to be over there. It was a Godfather's
I can't remember
Pizza.
where I saw it first, but I was like, damn. He just chopped the nigga's head off.
It was Godfather's Pizza.
I was like, whoa, oh, this is deep. This is deep.
That Grand Theft Auto, baby. Grand Theft Auto, boy.
I remember the first Grand Theft Auto.
Just run around and jack niggas.
Yep.
He just run around and jack everybody.
Blowing heads off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Helicopter.
everything. They got all kind of bullshit in there now, boy.
We've
We didn't need that shit when we was young, man. It would have been a catastrophe.
Oh man.
Get that shit.
Yeah, if we'd have had cell phones and stuff, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, man,
I think we'd be worse than the kids now if we
Oh,
was doing.
we
Because
would.
I'm thinking of I'm thinking of myself right now. Stuff that I
yeah.
did that is not on tape.
I'm
Nobody,
Yeah.
no,
Like,
we
you know what I'm saying?
we
I'm
done got
glad
into
I
a
had
fight
no
somewhere.
phone.
Ain't nobody recorded it. I ain't got to get embarrassed because I got
Oh.
punched in the eye and they watching it for the
And they
next.
getting views
I'm getting
on-
you getting
because you got
views.
stalked.
I got socked, and now you got views because I got
Views.
I couldn't.
And you ain't benefiting from it no way.
None. I ain't getting paid off of the T-shirt. Nothing. I ain't getting.
No.
I don't get the phrase copywritten in my name or nothing.
I'm glad I didn't have
Yeah,
that shit.
nah.
Man.
Because I remember getting put out by a bouncer, bigger than DJ down at Lawrence. I don't know if I got put out because he came and just grabbed me and he put me out like a chess pawn outside the door. He was like, well, I looked, I said, damn, what happened? Here come my other partner. He said, I was like, damn, big ass Samoan dudes. I said, man, shit. I said, nah, that's, you don't want to fuck around in some clubs, man.
Yeah.
Niggas like that. It look like he can't do nothing, but he, shit.
You know what? But for real, with Nick and all them, it was just basically like, sometimes we had like to set an example, but for the most part, it was only when somebody was doing something dumb.
Yeah, because if Nick had to come handle it,
I mean, you was really out of line, really out of line if Nick was coming.
It's gonna be trouble. If I gotta raise up, it's gonna be trouble.
Was you there when he? We was talking about this the other day when he like Honda somebody's car outside
Yeah, I
in front
was
of the
there.
building, and he beat a
That's
dude's
a-
car up.
that's
Like
a
you know
Satin Dolls.
on Street Fighter where Honda would beat the car up. He beat a dude's car up in front of
no,
him.
it was a chick. It's Satin
Was
Dolls.
it? Yeah. It tore the whole thing up.
Yeah, she bumped him. Thought she was being cute.
Just with his hands?
Yeah. Yeah.
Barehanded.
Yeah.
Like the hood,
Yeah. Yeah.
the roof. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, caved the roof in, fuck the trunk up, fuck the hood up.
Man, I was telling somebody, I was like, I think he did it more than once. I think
I
did
think
it
he's probably
there,
done it 2 or 3
and I think
times.
he did it to somebody outside of Envy one time.
Probably.
Man.
He was a big dude. He was strong for no reason, man.
Oh, for no reason. Well,
For no reason.
because he
He
was
was-
big. He was big and strong. See, he couldn't have been big and strong without the big.
Yeah.
And so he had to be the strong, too.
It's just some bouncers you think you're gonna start somewhere, don't do it. Because you're gonna be drunk. You're gonna
You
slick
got-
floor.
Like, yo, you still got a drink in your hand.
got a drink in
My
your
favorite thing was slap a drink out of a person's hand. If you standing there talking, you like, no, I'll just Hennessy everywhere.
That's gonna make
And
me
you looking up
And
at
then
your.
that's gonna get me drunk.
But that's the whole thing. If I do like that, you looking up.
Now you getting wrung out.
How you getting drug out by your face?
Yeah. Because
You
you
feel for the
distracted.
okey
Because you
doke.
mad about the
I
Hennessy.
done seen that happen, man. I done seen it happen. I was like, damn, that nigga must have been fucked up. He getting drug out like that by his feet.
And I got to knock it out your hand before you try and throw it
Before
at
you
me.
try to throw it on me, yeah. And you got a glass in your hand. You know what I'm saying? You holding a bottle in your hand. Really, it's for me to protect myself because I don't care about your drink. You mad about the drink? I don't care nothing about that drink.
I just want to go
You just
home.
need to
I'm
go.
full of them.
Yeah. You already have more than enough already. You might not need the one you got in your hand. Let me help you with that.
Because it got you tripping out. It got you finna get drugged out.
It's 2:15. You own like drink number however many. Ain't nobody up here. None of the women hollering at you. You having a bad night,
Having
bro.
a bad night.
You having a bad night. You should have wrapped it up
It's
and just.
raining outside.
you
You,
had to-
can't park a lot. Pimp.
Man, you should have just went home earlier. Called it. You know what I'm saying? Call it a bad night. Just go home.
Play some
sleep it off.
2K.
Yeah.
You drug out in the rain.
Go ahead and log on and cuss out somebody's 8-year-old over 2K or something. You know what I'm saying? Now you embarrassed. Now you
now
now
you
you
in your own throw it right by your
man
car.
outside. No, crying. The ones that got me is the ones that be crying. You outside crying. Y'all didn't have to
That's
do
the
me
kind of
that
shit.
way.
That's the kind of shit you be like, man. I'm glad they wasn't on somebody's phone, man. They would have got me.
That's what, like,
They got me. They would've got me.
like for real, man. When we started, there wasn't nobody popping out cell phones. Now,
56 million
if
views.
you start making too much noise, everybody's doing like that. Trying to.
Yeah.
I've had people call me. They've seen bras on somebody's phone. Like, hey, was you there? And I'd be like, no, I wasn't there. Well, I seen the video. Like, if you seen the video, you didn't see me in it because I wasn't there.
I wasn't there. Wasn't there. Yeah, it would have been dangerous. We didn't have phones back then, man. Yeah, it wouldn't have.
Yeah.
We'd have recorded everything.
Yeah, it wouldn't have amounted to shit when we.
I'm just thinking about all the dumb stuff we did that in the places we wasn't supposed to be.
Just think if I had
That
that.
is evidence. There, the evidence is right there.
I'm guilty.
I'm guilty. Moms done looked through the cell phone and geotagged me at the someplace I wasn't supposed to be.
I'm guilty. You got me.
Yep, you caught me.
All right. We didn't hit our time. Man, it's been a blast. You are more than welcome to come back whenever you want.
Oh man, y'all been very hospitable. I appreciate
This is
it.
what we do. This is the lawn.
Look, I'm getting old. I ain't got nobody else to talk to, man.
Hey,
so now I'm
smoke
gonna
as
come here and
much as
talk
you
to
can.
y'all.
Smoke as much as you can this Monday, because that's a good day. That's my birthday. Smoke as much as you can. That's coming from the Legal Trap Report.
No, say happy early birthday to you.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
You know, that's the other 420 for you, man. 313. 313, man.
The other 420,
Yeah.
like pork's the other white meat.
I saw him at the parade, bro.
White meat.
I saw White Meat at the parade.
Oh,
He
yeah,
lost weight too, man. He
Yeah,
look
we might
good.
have to talk about white meat after off camera because
Yeah.
that's definitely some stuff that might come back to haunt us. We about to cut loose for a minute and have Buddha Palm set up for the after hour. Stick around. Be back in about 5-10 minutes. Peace.